Hey guys, this is Abhishek from GadgetsNews.com, and today we are here at the Sony booth at Mobile World Congress 2014, and we have the Sony Xperia M2 with us. Sony Xperia M2 has been announced. It has not been launched. The pricing has not been announced, although it has the Snapdragon 400 chipset. But let's see how much this device is going to cost when it comes to the price. It will come to India very soon. In April, it will come to India. I think in first or second week of April, you will see the launch event happening in India. And this device, as far as specifications is concerned, has 1.2 GHz quad-core CPU, which is Cortex A7 architecture-based Snapdragon 400 chipset, Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 chipset. In-built storage of the device is 8 GB. When it comes to RAM, you have 1 GB of RAM on this device. You do have LED notification light as well, and you also have the LED flashlight as far as the back camera is concerned. The back camera on this device, if we take a look, the back camera is an 8-megapixel camera which has LED flash as well for low light photos, and you do have a secondary microphone as well on this device for noise cancellation and video chat. When we talk about the overall form factor of the device, this device has got 4.8-inch display, not the 5-inch display. And again, this display is big, and also it makes this device pretty easy to hold in one hand. One-handed usage of this device is pretty good. You can easily reach all the parts of the screen with one hand, so one-handed usage is not a problem. As far as the weight is concerned, the weight of this device is not that high, I would say. And again, when it comes to the display resolution is 540 into 960. When we talk about the thickness of the device is around 8.6 millimeter, which does not make it very thin, but again, it is pretty okay. In terms of the overall design and the look and feel, it looks like the Sony Xperia Z1, or you can say also looks like the Sony Xperia Z2 as well. But the quality of material which has been used on this phone is different. We have some kind of rounded edges over here, which are kind of matte finish, gives you good amount of grip. They have a rubber finish to it. When we take a look over the bottom, we have the speaker mesh. Again, this is not the complete speaker, this is complete a mesh, and speaker part is only this thing. So there is only this part is speaker, and rest of it is just for the look. We have a lanyard port over here. We have a dedicated camera shutter key as well on this device. We have a volume rocker, the power and sleep key. You have a micro SD memory card slot over here. And again, the back cover the back cover cannot come out, but again, it has the same kind of design, a unibody design, which we have seen earlier on the Sony Xperia devices. Over here, you can actually insert a micro SD card and a SIM card, as you can see. So you have the slot over here for the normals, not for the normal size SIM card, but a micro SIM will go inside. At the top, you have the 3.5mm audio jack. On the back, you have 8-megapixel camera. You do have NFC as well supported on this device. The primary microphone is over here. When it comes to the front has got the touch capacitive buttons which are there within the display, so they will take some part of the screen resolution. And this is how the phone dialer look like. The phone dialer does not have the option of making a video call. Here we have the notification center, and let me just go into the settings. When we take a look over the front, on the top, you have the nice metallic earpiece inside. You have the front camera, which is a VG camera, I guess. I'm not sure about the exact specifications of this camera. And the display resolution is 540 into 960. So it has got a QHD display over 4.8-inch. And again, the pixel density on this display is again not too high, but again, it is 229 pixels per inch. And even if you take a closer look, you won't notice any pixelation on the screen. As far as viewing angles are concerned, viewing angles are pretty good. You can view the display from extreme angles without any issues. So that is also good about this device. As far as options are concerned, you have support for internet tethering as well, so you can create a portable Wi-Fi hotspot. You have VPN supported, NFC is also there. When it comes to the display support automatic brightness as well on this device. This device is going to be a budget device when it comes to India. It should be priced in between 25 to 30,000 approximately, or maybe less than that. Although if we take a look over the hardware, this device has the same hardware which we have seen on the Moto G, which is already available for a price of 15,000 Indian rupees, and it is rocking right now in the market. But again, this phone will come to compete that. Maybe if Sony is going to price it competitively, then only it will help when it comes to India. Otherwise, this phone, if it comes to India for a price more than 25,000 rupees, or even close to 25,000 or 28,000, then it may not sell. That is something which we can expect as of now. But again, let's see. When it comes to the storage, we have 8 GB of storage, and out of which around 5 GB is available after the OS, which has actually occupied some storage. So we have around out of 5 GB as of now, we have around 2.06 GB available to the user, and we have some other application and other data as well on this device. So in-built storage which is going to be available is going to be quite less, and again it is around 5 GB, but because there are some applications and other things installed on this device, so you will not get the 5 GB completely, but on the new unit you will definitely get it. When it comes to the call settings, when it comes to the messaging application, let's take a look. So this is how the messaging application look like. It is again not the stock Android messaging application, it's a custom one, and you do have the option of doing continuous input typing. So you can actually continuous do the swipe to type on this device without any issues, which is a good thing. The keyboard keys are also pretty big and quite nicely spaced out from each other, so you will not face any problem while typing on this device. So messaging application is good. The overall application which come pre-installed are also good. Again, on Indian version of this Moto on Xperia M2, you will also get some extra applications which are going to be targeted for Indian market. So this looks like a decent device in terms of the overall hardware specifications. As far as RAM is concerned, the RAM on this device, let me just take a look. So once we go into the settings, once we go into the apps, let me just show you the RAM scenario. So the RAM on this device is 1 GB, and as you can see, as of now 465 or 69 MB of RAM is being used, whereas you have around 364 MB of RAM which is free, and the device is fairly responsive and it is not lagging in any UI transition as till now. So there is no problem as far as UI is concerned till now. The UI is responsive. The application which comes pre-installed including Hangout, and again as we actually showed you that the version of Android which comes installed. So let me just show you the version of Android. I think I haven't showed you that. So let me just go into the about phone settings. So the version of Android which comes preloaded on this device is going to be Android 4.3, and again in India as well it will get even Android 4.3. It is upgradable to 4.4 as well. That is possible. When we take a look over the other settings, you have location services as well. So you have support for GPS navigation on this device. So this device should rock if it comes at a right price. Now let's take a look over the final look over the camera. So this is how the camera UI look like, and again this device has an 8 megapixel camera at the rear. Let me just take a photo with it to actually show you the quality of the device when it comes to the camera. So we can take this photo right now like this. Let me just take this photo. So we have just taken this photo. As you can see, when we have taken this photo, the overall colors in this photo looks to be pretty good, and the clarity as well is looking good. But again, if you zoom in, you will see good amount of noise and disturbance in the photo whenever you take a photo like this. So we have taken this photo in artificial light. The photo has come out to be pretty good in colors, in terms of colors actually, but in terms of details it is not that good. So in daylight definitely it will perform better. Let me just show you the front camera view, and again you can record high definition video from the rear camera but not from the front camera. This is how the view will look like from the front camera. The front camera looks good, pretty good I would say, but not too good, especially for the video chat. It is kind of hazy video feed which we can notice. It seems like a VGA camera, but again we cannot confirm the same as of now. So in all, we would like to give a thumbs up to this device. In all, we would like to give a thumbs up to this device, the Sony Xperia M2. Let's see that when this device comes to India, in terms of the build quality and the form factor, this looks good. It feels little bit heavier in terms of the weight, but in terms of the overall hardware specifications, it looks good. Let's see at what price it comes to India. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the. If you like this video, you can click the like button, and you can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this. Do let us know if you have any specific questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. This is Sony Xperia M2 hands-on review for you. Thanks for watching. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.